Okay, I get lost at that part. I get lost at that part. I get lost at that part there. I want to thank everybody. This is it, folks. This is our year-end show. Oh.
Why you silly?
It's the end of the decade show.
It is the end of the decade show. We should have did something major.
We
Oh man, you
I
should
should have
have
brought the goat.
Yeah, why you didn't bring the goat?
Well, I had to have improper relations to go to work.
What? Oh, you know what I was trying to think of? What you always call Now I forgot the word
Why
that
you messing with that thing? You've been
I had to
messing
move
with
it
those things.
down.
You've been
It was
messing
too
with-
high.
I know you've been messing with them objects all weekend.
You know what?
You was on some BHS.
You know what? First of all, I was not on
Yes,
any
you was. You was out in Memphis.
BHHS nothing.
Yes, you was.
I was not.
Yes, you was.
I was not. I was good all weekend. I've been good all Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, Christmas break, all breaks.
All
I've been
breaks.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got it broke all right. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
See how you act?
No, I'm just.
You so funny acting. So it's the end
It's
of
the end of the decade show.
How do you feel about
I can't
that?
even say the end of the year. It's like the end of the decade
Well,
show.
it is. And the end of the year.
And the end of the year.
The design of a
And the
decade,
end of the
like
week.
Janet
What's up, D?
Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
like Janet Jackson.
Yep, Janet Jackson. What
Yeah,
have you done
yeah.
for us lately?
Nothing.
That's
How about
exactly
that?
not a
How
not
about that?
a thing.
How you love that?
That's what I'm talking about. Black folk.
So how
Black
you
folk,
feeling
black
about the end of the year and the end of the decade?
We're good. We are good.
Are you making a New Year's resolution or New Year's resolutions?
New Year's resolution? I will let goats get a proper age.
You,
I will let goats get a
Ronnie,
proper
why do
age.
you have the eyes? Why are you putting the eyes?
We will get
You gonna let the goats get the proper age?
get the goats.
Oh.
Get the goats at the proper age before I.
Deviant behavior. That's what you call
No,
it.
that's what you was doing.
No, I was not doing any deviant behavior. I was good. I promise I was good. Ask him. He's on. Ask him. He'll tell you. I was good.
Well, this orange juice is flat.
I
got the pure.
was a Christian soldier.
You was a Christian soldier this week.
Yes. Ask him.
You was a Christian soldier
Ronnie
this
is
week.
on. Ask him.
Ronnie, was she a Christian soldier this week, bro?
He'll tell you.
I think she was on some BHHS.
I was not.
You up here drinking Crown. You up here drinking the devil's syrup. Hey, Raccoons, what's up, oh? That's my girl, Raccoon. What?
We're not going to end the year on a bad note.
No, we're not.
We will not.
At least
end
Jonathan ain't here.
You know what? That's who you should have brought today.
You know what? If
We
he had
coulda
been in
had-
town, I would have brought
We
him.
could have had a fight today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why,
we
you
could have
gonna beat
fought.
that man up
We
tomorrow?
could have fought with Jonathan. That could have been my last fight of 2019.
Just being a hot mess. See, I thought
Yeah.
we weren't going to be petty going into 2020.
We're not.
Mm.
But we still have, what's today? The 27th? So we still have
We have 3-4 days of
we
pettiness
have
left
4
in us.
days. And you and Ronnie have been the ultimate petty. The ultimate.
No, what
my
I saw
God.
yesterday, that was petty.
What
Well,
happened yesterday?
You remember that?
What happened yesterday? I forgot.
You
What
remember
happened?
that?
What happened?
What the sent you on thing there? And
With the what? What happened?
remember the thing that got on the forward type? Yeah.
I don't know.
Remember I sent it to you?
Oh, you get the ultimate petty of
That's the ultimate
You get the
petty.
petty of the decade award. Oh my
Not
God!
yet, not
Did you
yet.
send that to Ronnie?
No, I'm not going to send. No, now I am. Now I'm glad you mentioned it.
Ronnie, you know what? Deacon Django beat you out on pettiness. I can stop calling you petty because my gray hair showing.
Yeah, you up
I
here
can
serving his
stop-
plate up at the party like you anime. He said, "Go get the cake," and you got the cake. I don't eat that. I don't eat chicken with a bone in it. That's not enough lasagna.
I
want me some
always
more-
fix
I
his
want me
plate.
some more- I
Am
want
I
me-
not supposed to fix his plate? I mean,
You supposed to fix his plate. That's what we doing
always
now.
fix his plate.
That's what we doing now.
have
You
never
fixing
not
his plate.
fixed
You
his
fixing.
plate.
You right. You supposed to fix your husband's plate. You sure
You know
right.
what? You know what?
You
See,
supposed to
that's
fix
what I'm
your
talking
husband.
about. I always
sure
fix
right.
his plate. Don't Terry Lynn fix your plate? I forgot Terry Lynn don't do that type of stuff.
No, she gonna fix my plate. If I say fix a plate, you gonna fix a plate.
I'm sorry.
There's going to be consequences and repercussions.
Ain't going to be no consequences and repercussions.
Fix a plate.
Terry says she moves the furniture.
Probably.
So are we going to end the year with us fighting instead of me fighting
well, then that's what it's going to be then. Not just saying that.
Why you got all these keys like you bookman? Y'all look at all these keys. What? You the janitor?
The goat key. That's
I'm just saying.
Thing. What's up, Al? We got our people here watching us today.
So,
are you live?
I am live.
You are
I'm
live. Okay, well, that's
live.
good. Let's go. Let's start. What were we supposed to be talking about today?
Well, we are supposed
some pettiness that happened over the week.
Oh my God, it was so much pettiness this week. But part of the pettiness was the Bill Cosby thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to talk about that. Then what else are we talking about? Can we end the year and talk about that post in the group about the $700 as opposed to paying your child support? You gave $700 worth of gifts.
Hold on, wait a minute. Whoa.
You didn't
Did I
see
miss
that?
What's up, Jared?
Yes.
No, I missed that. What's going on?
Thinking. Well, there was a post in the group by one of our admins, and what happened was
I think about the bill pay. That's what I was thinking.
Well, it was. And it was a real situation. He has a friend that his friend pays his children's mother $700 a month in child support,
right?
Or benefits for the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
So instead of him paying the child support, he bought $700 worth of Christmas presents, but didn't pay his child support.
So what the problem is?
So the problem, people were going back and forth. Should he have bought the gifts or paid his child support? I say you should have paid your child support. Christmas is not a necessity. Lights, water, gas, being able to get where you got to go is a necessity. Of course, you shouldn't depend on child support, but
won't she take the money that he gave her for child support and buy gifts with it?
He didn't give her the money for child support.
No, I'm just saying, if he had gave it to her for child support, wouldn't she have bought gifts with it?
I don't know. She may
some
have paid.
Bill.
She probably would have paid some bills.
Now you want to really make your child mad, going to say that this $100 went to your bills.
Seriously, I have done that. My kids will tell you. They didn't have some Christmases where they didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Mama got to pay these bills.
I know that feeling.
So, I would rather have lights, water, gas, and shelter as opposed to having gifts. I was never, I never pumped Christmas up. After I had my first child, I realized, after spending like $1,500 on Christmas for one kid, then you get two kids, then you have three kids,
right.
And then what and anyway, it's not about the gifts.
Not about the gifts,
right?
But I want my gift though.
I do want a gift, but I'm just saying.
So now you want a gift.
But what I'm saying is, you don't have to go all out like
no.
that. So
no.
Yeah, I would have rather for him to have given her the money, and people were saying. Ronnie says he's not petty, he's comical. You are very comical.
Yes, while he was out at the casino smoking the devil's lettuce. Yes, we all saw that.
See how petty
the devil's lettuce.
DeSanjay is. See how he's putting you on blast.
We're going to have some Christianity up in here this going to this new decade. Because I've been seeing some heathenic nonsense going on in this room.
So Ronnie is a heathen now?
Yeah, all y'all some heathen.
Oh, man. How
you too. You up here doing BHHS stuff in my party.
What BHHS stuff did I do at the
why
party?
Didn't you do some BHHS?
Well, see, what had happened was,
you was not bald-headed at the party, but you should have been bald-headed. Okay.
What did you want me to do?
No. You're fixing your boo plate. That's what you were doing.
Listen,
fixing
I always fix Ronnie's plate.
You always fix his plate. That's
right.
Ronnie
ain't never fixed the plate.
I'm going to call my ex and tell him fix me a plate. Call Wolf and ask him to fix me a plate.
You know what? See, this is why you have no friends.
Fix my plate.
This is why you have no friends.
Okay. Well,
JC, do you get your plate fixed?
Look at he got
JC said yes.
Here you go.
I cook and sit down. And
That's right.
That's right. That's what I do.
That's right.
Cook my Fix my plate. Yeah.
People on the live, do you get your plate fixed?
You do. I get my plate fixed. Would you like this, Django? Would you like that, Django?
Stop lying. I've been there.
JR said she like to be choked.
Who said that?
That JR.
You know what, JR? That's why I didn't tag you.
JR,
that's why I didn't tag you, because we are beefing. You and I, we are still beefing. He talks so bad to me.
What's up, Ricky? What's up, Square? Y'all, boy, look, we had us a great time.
We did. You had the best party. I can't
and
wait till your birthday party.
And they didn't steal my foil this year.
Who didn't steal your foil?
Nobody did. That's the beautiful thing.
I used your foil.
Huh?
I wrapped Ronnie
Huh?
foil.
You
in
stole
foil.
my foil?
Yes, the heavy duty
No.
Reynolds wrap.
Hold
yeah.
on, no. See, that'll get you cut.
Yeah,
you
I
jump
wrapped
up in my house,
yeah,
stealing my foil.
I wrapped his plate in your
You wrapped it in my foil. Wait a minute, you wrapped it up in my good foil.
Yes, in your good foil, and then I doubled it up, and then I made sure it was under the bottom too, so when none waste out in case it was some juice or something.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah, he
It's
can
gonna be a fight up in
and
here
he can
today, y'all.
reuse the foil if he wanted to. I made it.
Oh, you
enough
gave
so
him the foil that he can reuse. Woosah!
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm
I'm
angry.
just saying, you got people be using my foil,
It was
my
y'all,
good foil.
He had the Reynolds wrap heavy duty foil. I was like,
Marsha,
what
why you
know
doing it?
about
You was
that?
told about the party. Don't sit around here and
Hey,
act like you didn't know,
Brent.
Marsha.
Yes. I used your foil. I did. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Cross the line?
Boy,
please.
look, I got a raise in my pocket, so I
Knock
wish you would come on with that.
Knock it off my shoulder.
Well, I'm knocking off your shoulder
Knock
then.
it off my shoulder.
Go
it off.
knock
Wait a
that-
minute.
knock it off
Knock
your
it off my shoulder. Knock it off.
They're falling off anyway. Are you up here doing use my foil?
So seriously though, do you have any goals for 2020 going into 2020 as
boy,
far
here we
as
go.
as far as Devil's Advocate Radio, The Room, things
yes,
like
we
that?
got to. We've been talking about that for the last
Right.
couple of weeks about which direction we want to go with our group. What you mean? You giving me side? Y'all, you know what? I'm gonna deal with y'all after the show.
Who you talking to?
Everybody want to get mad because
They didn't show up.
either they don't show up or they get the invites and then they never come.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
that's on them.
Black folk, that's on y'all.
Yeah, you should have showed up.
Should have showed up.
Ronnie said that smoked tuna though. That
Yes.
I double wrapped in
That's
the heavy duty.
Hold on,
Reynolds wrap
bro.
foil.
Because I think wait a minute. Dallas Cowboy fans get one. Oh,
Oh,
wait a
no,
minute.
it was another guy. If you show,
Oh, he gonna cut me.
if you show, he cut you.
Crazy about to cut me off.
JC cut you out. It was another guy at the party. Now he had enough to have a whole bowl. Ronnie didn't have
Hold on,
enough
did
to
I
have a
know
whole
him?
bowl. Yes,
Who?
I don't know his name. No, he was a brown skinned cat. He was in the kitchen at the same time I was when I was fixing Ronnie.
Like I'm supposed to know who that is.
If you show me who I was at the party, I'll show you who he was. But yeah, he had a lot. But I didn't
Was
know.
it Black Brandon?
No,
It
it
wasn't
wasn't him.
Brandon?
No, it wasn't him.
Oh, it's some plus one Negro.
Oh my God, you are so like. Do you have to
Petty.
say that?
Yeah.
I mean, so we being petty today.
Yes,
I'm
we're being petty
good.
today. What's
I'm
up,
being
dear?
good because I'm making it into heaven. I'm not fooling with you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that smoked tuna boy. That smoked tuna boy.
Yeah, that's what Ronnie said.
It bring a little something out of people. Just
I was like, dang,
that
am
tuna was smoked
look,
for 8
wait,
hours. For
Look,
8 hours.
wait. This one,
What?
dang, am I gonna have to learn how to make smoked tuna the way he
You will
going on and on?
never.
Who you talking
Who
to?
ate all the smoked tuna? All you Negroes. That's who ate it. But I hid me some. You know what happened last year? Let me tell you what happened. This is what black folks do. They come
Wait,
out.
I'm so petty. Did you guys hear him burp in the mic?
Yeah.
He is so just because it's the
That's
last
not
show.
burping in the mic.
It's just because it's the last show of the year does not mean that
You
get
want
to
to
show
fart in the
up.
mic? What you want to do? What you did? Okay.
No, that is so not Black
That-
Beauty
that-
like.
that-
What are you
that-
talking
whatever.
about?
It was that, them bald-headed leggings that you was wearing up there.
Bald headed leggings.
The
What
ones
are
you
you
wearing with them boots and stuff. I was like, let me get started on you.
My boots was cute. My boots was cute.
No, that was me breathing. That wasn't the burp.
So
But
what are
check
you
this
trying
out.
to say? Are you
No.
trying to say my boots weren't cute?
No, I'm just saying that, let me tell you about the black folk.
Tell
Okay.
us about the black folk.
Okay. See, she getting chipped. See,
Hey,
getting
Tim.
choked. Yeah, I said you're getting choked.
Who said I'm getting shot? J.R.
Pull her hair, choke her.
I will fight you for 2020. Go ahead.
Yep. Well, we're gonna see. But see, here's the thing: black folks come eat up all my tuna, and I make them this big gigantic bowl of it. Like
There wasn't even no gigantic ball.
I made 2 gigantic. You're right.
I only saw one.
Yeah, 'cause
See,
I
Ronnie?
hid the
See,
other.
Ronnie? He
I
hid
hid the other
from
one.
you.
Actually, I had 3 bowls.
See,
I had
see
3.
See how folks do.
Yeah,
Ronnie
because you know
laughing
they
at
do.
you.
They come and eat
See
the
how
tuna.
folks do?
Then they gonna come back, call me the next morning, like somebody whose name I ain't gonna mention, Francis, and then will come up in the next morning. Hey, boy, that tuna was good. You got some more? So I go to the
didn't taste
kitchen and go open my refrigerator. Guess what is missing?
The bowl was missing.
The bowl of tuna is
Terry
missing.
stole it.
No, all y'all eating it and ate it up.
No, the bowl that I got out of was the same bowl that was always out.
There was
Yeah.
another one. And guess what? When I put that joke out, it was gone.
No, it was the same bowl.
It was gone. No,
It was
it
the
was
same
gone.
bowl.
That blue bowl was gone.
I didn't get out the blue bowl. I got
That's
out
what
the
I'm
white
saying.
bowl.
That goes to show you. Hey, Douglas, you want food pics?
Yeah,
Boy,
he put
bye.
that on mine too. You should have came to the
Just
party.
came to the party.
Okay, so what are the goals for Devil's Advocate Radio
Well,
before we go into our topic? Let's talk
Okay,
about
so
that
what
real
we're
quick.
going to do next year, 2020, is we're going to, well, first we're going to celebrate our 5th anniversary, which is in the second week of February. That's our 5th anniversary. 5 years on the air.
Now I'm trying
And
to go
nobody
to
got
Vegas in
arrested.
February. I'm trying to go to Vegas in February.
So,
I mean, so don't make it that week, cause
well, I mean, it's going to be in February
I'm
sometime.
celebrating.
What you celebrating? 5 years of bald-headed?
No, I'm celebrating me passing my national exam, my 45th birthday.
Oh, BHHS stuff.
No, not BHHS stuff. I want to celebrate me. 2020 is the year to celebrate yourself and elevate to the next level. So,
Well, I'm taking 2 vacations in 2020. So y'all gonna have to hold it down. You and Dones Malone, he a meeting today. I'm gonna talk bad about him when I get out of here.
he didn't even show up at the party.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna talk about him about that
Okay,
too.
we can talk bad.
We're gonna
about
talk
him.
about him on that too. So we're gonna look at.
I made your plate from. Ronnie said you had 2 bowls. I made your plate from the second bowl.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all up here double dipping in my
That's
bowls
Ronnie.
now? Ronnie
That is
double dipping
Ronnie.
in my bowl. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did some tuna walk out the house that night?
It was a lot of
Hold
tuna
on,
that walked
wait a
out.
minute. Wait a minute. Okay, well, see, now it's gonna be some changes. Now
What
we're
are
gonna
you
have
talking
consequences,
about?
repercussions. The tuna's walking out the house
What are you talking
in my
about?
good foil.
I mean, it was some good for oil, y'all. We ain't gonna talk about that Reynolds wrap.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so we're gonna look at the key is growth next
Right.
year. And we've always said that every year we want bigger growth. But next year we're going to look at a different vision for the Devil's Advocate. I mean, we're going to do more special guests. We're going to do more focusing on black businesses.
Right.
It's hard to get a lot of black folk up here, but we need to get them up here because I'm a big fan of promoting black business.
Right.
Now, I don't know if you saw, hey, Charmin was there.
Yes, she
They
was.
had a good
She is
time.
so sweet.
Did you take the tuna in the foil song? Did you use my good foil? But anyway. And we're looking at doing some growth. And I saw this video that a guy did on YouTube about promoting black business and why black business doesn't grow as much as it needs to because that we cannot grow black businesses simply on black dollars alone. In other words, he was saying that
can't.
because we're so behind, we're
Right.
so far behind in the curve and the wealth gap in this country, that it's hard for us to grow black businesses alone. But the one thing I've learned here, especially in a small city like Arkansas, you don't have to really deal with these problems in bigger cities like Dallas, New York, LA, because there's so many more diverse and small businesses and that are minority owned, is that there is a big deal here with lack of use of black business.
Well, I don't even think it's a lack of use of black businesses because I know within the last week I've used like 4 different black businesses. However, like those glasses that I had made for you, I had contacted a young lady about making the glasses. I actually wanted the glasses etched. The person that normally etches my glasses, she had a death in her family. She had a head-on collision. Then her husband had like a embolism or something, and so it was like back to back. She had things going on, so she couldn't do them for me.
Right.
So I only wanted 4 glasses etched. So I contacted a young lady about etching those glasses. The price that she gave me was astronomical.
Astronomical.
She wanted to
Astronomical.
astronomical. She
Okay.
wanted to charge me $80 to etch 4 glasses with the same thing on all the glasses. Your decal is only $5. See, just like she does crafting, I do too, but I don't etch. A decal is only $5. You may charge me $5 per glass or whatever because I'm providing the materials that you're using.
Right.
She quoted me $80. So I messaged her back. I said, you do realize that I'm providing the wine glasses, right? She was like, yeah, but I have to go and get the materials and my time and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I understand that. I said, okay, I'm just trying to make sure I understand the pricing because I just had 22 glasses etched front and back,
Right.
coat of arms on the back of them. I had them done for a wedding. A coat of arms on the back of them and each person in the bridal party's name. Those were different names.
Right.
I said, so that was 22 glasses, and I only paid $80 for 22 glasses. Mind you, anytime I come
Oh,
to
is this
you,
a colonizer you went to?
no,
It
this
was another black business?
Yes.
Okay.
I used the same people to do. I use like when I got the cup made for Runny, you know, I use her for a lot of things. Portia Casey. Then I use Sean Horton. Then I use Toya Hicks. Then I use Kinkita Carroll. All those people are my people that do my crafts. So anyway, so I was trying to give this one young lady some business because I know she's trying to build her business. I've been knowing her since 2001. So I'm like, let me shoot some business her way, see what she's talking about. So she wanted to charge me $80. And I told her, you know, okay, whatever. I said, that's, you know, way more than I'm normally used to paying for 4 glasses because I paid $80 for 22 glasses. So in the process of all of that, I got busy. I didn't get back with her right away. So I had text her and I was like, are you home? I was still going to utilize her service because I know she doesn't work. And I was like, well, maybe she just need the money. Whatever it was.
Right.
She didn't respond. Then she texted me back an hour later and she was like, I was on the phone, blah, 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 blah. In the process of that, let me tell you what I saw on Facebook.
What you found on Facebook?
She had made a post on Facebook talking about how people was going to stop trying to give her pennies on the dollar for her God-given talent.
Got petty.
Yeah, for her God-given talent. And she's speaking millions of dollars, making $100,000 a month over her business. And if people don't understand that this is for the cheap seats in the back.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
So she tried to come and clown you on Facebook.
She tried to come and clown me. But you know what? I didn't even respond to it, and the reason why I didn't respond to it because every week I'm contacting somebody to purchase something from them, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a glass, whether it's a cup, whatever it is, whether it's a decal, whether it's a cake topper. I'm purchasing something from somebody because just like she got a business, I got a business, and I do repeat business. So it wasn't even worth me saying anything. You keep talking about you gonna do $100,000 a month, and you gonna do this, and you gonna do that, but you overcharging people. See, that's why people can't get with certain black businesses because you haven't researched your talent. You don't know what your talents are. Talking about your God-given talent. Baby, God didn't tell you to charge $80 for 4 glasses because it ain't even worth $80. You can go on Etsy and get those same 4 glasses for $25. So don't play with me. I was trying to come to you, bringing the materials to you. You wasn't providing anything. So I just went to somebody else and got them done, who always comes through, who always provides great customer service, who always provides great service, period, with a smile on her face. All she wants you to do is promote her business and keep coming back to her. She done made me 2 flashes. She done made me a shirt. She done made me the glasses. Next week, I'll be getting earrings and bracelets from her. So don't play with me. But I was good.
So you need to let that out.
I'm just letting you know why I'm letting you know why some of the black businesses in Little Rock are not booming the way that they should boom because of the customer service that they charge and then thinking that they are worth more than they're worth. Stop playing with folks. And don't post on Facebook about me because I will tag you. But I was good that day. That's my take on that's my take on black business.
So you're going to be black.
I ain't say no names.
So you want to be black.
I didn't say any names.
What's her name?
Good morning, Darren. I didn't put a name on it because it's not worth putting a name on it. That's why I didn't even respond to it.
Okay. So
it's somebody you put out the devil's advocate. But, okay, keep going.
Now you got me. See, now my OCD going to kick in, and I'm going to have to figure out who that is.
Yeah, it was somebody that you, yeah. But anyway,
I put so many people out.
I know because you're mean. Are you doing that for 2020?
Yeah.
What are you doing for 2020?
Yes.
No, don't do that.
If you want to don't come in my room being a clown.
No, I think that people should be able to have a difference of opinion. And the reason why is because that's what draws people in, the difference of opinions. I also think that people do like a little conflict, and they also like different point of views. Everybody is not going to have the same point of view.
Okay.
You know, the opposing point of views is what makes the conversations interesting. Like, for example, Andre McNair on in the group. Andre is always against child support, whatever. But he always lays his stuff out, why he's against it or whatever. So I can respect, even though I don't agree with him, I can respect what he's saying. You know, so I think people like that. They like a little controversy. It can't be boring.
No, I mean, I like it.
So
like
stop
that.
kicking people out.
Some people just like to argue.
They do.
Like me.
You do. I'm glad you know. See, I didn't have to say it, you guys. He said it.
Look,
but my thing
that's
is,
what I do for a living. But I mean, what you gonna do? You know.
But so stop being mean to those people.
What you mean being mean? I'm nice.
No, you're
I'm
not.
nice compared. Look, y'all have had.
How many people have you?
You had me
this
as a
week?
call for public executions in the room, all sorts of stuff, and I tried to stop it and tried to be the man. That's right. Y'all didn't ask for beheadings of people, crucifixions.
Pull out the guillotine.
Yeah, pull out the guillotine, off with their head, and I have to stop y'all against your worst of angels.
I've
And be like,
never
no, we're
called
not
for
gonna do that.
You know, me personally, I never call for stuff like that, just simply because a good debate is a good debate. You leave
Unless
that stuff.
that one we had in the Raw and Uncut room with that dude, and I demanded he.
Oh, that was
explain
funny.
it.
That was funny, but he never said anything. I think you should leave stuff where it's at. Once it's out there, you done said what you said. Be finished with it. Go
Yep.
on. Don't hold no grudges.
Don't hold no grudge.
Yeah, that takes too much energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We holding grudges. We're not gonna hold. Oh, one thing we need to do in 2020, we're gonna get rid of these eyelashes. Hopefully.
But I need some eyelashes because my
No,
eyelashes
some
little.
girl came to my house, and them
Huh.
eyelashes.
What did I
She
say?
need to get. No, you trust me. You didn't see her because she could have flew. A good wind could have took her
You
up
so
out of
mean. Why you being mean today?
there. Okay, what? Why? Okay, no. My thing is,
Let the
okay,
lady wear
sisters.
her eyelashes.
No, but real talk though, sisters. Why is it always? Hey, Bonnie. Why is it always a new extreme with y'all every year?
Okay, this is the
There was
thing.
the filters, now we done went
y'all
from the
have just
filters.
not paid attention. People have been wearing false eyelashes. I
I
know since the 50s.
understand that, but they bushy now. They like windshield wipers, like kite. You know. Yeah, then blink. You up here and she be up here talking to you. Be like, what? You be like, what? Okay, you be thinking she's possessed. I'm like, what's going
Let
on with
those
you?
people wear their eyelashes.
Get out.
You know what?
I'm just
At this
saying.
give me
Leave
your
that
mic.
in
Give me your mic.
2019.
You don't get to talk anymore.
Well, I take yours then. That's fine. But that's it. Leave the eyelashes in 2019, folks. Leave them there.
So how do
Leave
you
the
feel
filters in
about men
2019.
getting the hair restoration, like the things that
Hair restoration.
You know, like if you're bald, they can get,
Bruh,
the
if you
hair,
okay,
the units.
brothers, if you bald, just let it go.
I think you know what, honestly.
I'm one of the few brothers that have kept a head full of hair. Even my brothers are balding.
You know what? My brothers both have a head full of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of them have gone. And my dad, when he died, he had a head full of pretty curls. And I tell you,
Pretty curls. He was a pimp back in the day, huh?
no, he was not a pimp.
I want to be your lover. I want to
He
be your
was
friend. That's what he was doing.
You know what?
That
I
dad was a
don't
pimp. That's what he
like-
He's rocking
But-
around in his leopards.
you so wrong. You know, no.
My
he
dad was a
not.
pimp. I ain't gonna eat that.
Well, my dad was
My
not
dad,
a
boy, you
pimp.
couldn't tell him nothing back in New York back in the days, boy.
But seriously, I think you should let people do what they want to do. Let them feel good about themselves. If that's what makes them feel good, let them feel good.
Okay. Like
Stop being mean.
eyelashes gonna get caught in the wind.
If they get caught in the wind, they just blow off.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, if you was a guy, and I'm just going hypothetical, rhetorical here, you dated one with big old flashing eyelashes that.
You are right, Ronnie. Some people do have a hustle that they call a business. Right now, Scully, we are talking about black businesses, promoting more black businesses in
Yep.
2020.
And hold on, let me say this to the black businesses, because this is on my claw. It sticks in my craw. Yeah.
In your craw?
In the claw. In the claw. It stick in the claw.
In the claw.
Black businesses, let me tell y'all something. You guys are not an entity unto yourself. My thing about it is black businesses, there's more than enough pie in the black community for us to go around.
Yes,
we need
it's
to
enough
work
food
and,
for all
and
of
help
us to
each other.
eat. Yeah.
The
They
only
don't
thing, the
believe in
only
it.
thing that irks me with the black business, this is the only thing that really irks me with black businesses, is that they don't support each other. I've had black businesses where you try to go and help them promote, help them do free advertising. They don't want to pay for it.
I promote. I mean, if you do something good and I can tag you to it, I'm gonna
Right.
do that because I believe in letting people know. Just like when I do something good, I want to be, tagged in it or whatever. Scully, what are you talking about? Ugh, not this again. We're talking about on the show promoting more black businesses, so I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, I think that it's always, you got to give some to get some.
Right.
Scratch that person's back and they'll scratch your back.
Right.
Now, if they burn you a couple of times, go ahead and leave them alone. I will give you 1 or 2 chances, though.
Right.
So that's how I feel about
What's up,
it.
P? No, I'm just saying that black businesses, when we promote black businesses need to promote in kind. And
Right.
unfortunately, you get a lot of black businesses that don't do that. They want promotion, but they don't promote anybody
Right,
else.
right.
They believe that, as long as you can do something for them, that's fine for them. And we need to stop that. That's the difference between us and other minorities in the community. They are a self-contained unit. The Jews do it for each other. The Hispanics do it for each other.
Right.
And the white folk do it for
Right,
each other.
right.
Black folk, we don't do it for each other.
And that's why I try to promote fellow black businesses. Like now I'm working on this big wedding for 2020. And she's
And
been...
Devil's Advocate, we're a black business.
We are.
That's
we
right.
Are.
We're
yeah.
a black business.
Right.
But how many times I had to have a deal with getting people to promote me? But I promote people all the time for free.
Right, right. So with me working on this wedding, I've been plugging her to the different vendors that I know that are black that's providing these services. I tell her them first, then if she's not happy with those, then we go with somebody else. But I'm always gonna plug that black business first because I feel like, it's essential and these are my people. That's what I'm gonna do. Kind of like when you were talking about getting your chicken, and I was like, no, don't go to Sharks. Don't go to Sharks. I told you not to go to Sharks. Now
Don't
you
go
see
to
that video.
Sharks.
You see the video that's floating around about Sharks.
What about the rat?
The rat, the dog, the nastiness, the gnats, all that stuff. You didn't
Look
see
at
it?
look at that.
I posted it in the
You
group.
done made
I
it-
posted it in the group. I pass up Sharks every time, every single time. I never buy food from them, but I did. tell you.
Habib on Sharks.
I'm not gonna play with you.
I'm just
okay?
okay. Anyway,
See, that's that.
okay,
Oh.
hey, Steph.
Okay, so are we gonna move into our next topic?
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
move into it.
Pull that thing up. Okay, so you guys, our next topic. I can't deal with Deacon.
Get some sweet and sour fried rat.
Yeah, our next topic, we wanted to talk about the Bill Cosby thing. Everybody is upset about.
What's the Eddie Murphy thing? Bill Cosby. ain't doing it.
It's the Eddie Murphy thing, but it was Bill Cosby's
Right.
publicist. What he said. Pull
Hey,
it up so
trouble.
I can tell everybody what
Like
he
I'm supposed
said.
to know what you wouldn't pull
I
up.
pulled it up. Put your.
Yeah, you just.
We fight
damn.
on a regular. So, as everybody knows,
Hey, Tara. Thank you.
Eddie Murphy returned to Saturday Night Live, and he
35
actually
years.
35
Who we
years.
telling our age, aren't we?
Well, you telling your age? I saw it on a VHS tape. My
Yeah,
parents had
yeah,
it on
right, boy. Yeah, right. You was up there watching Gumby. Stop lying. Stop
35
lying.
years ago, I was only like 10.
Yep,
Thank
and you was up there watching it too,
I was
sneaking up trying to
asleep.
watch it.
I was
I'm
asleep.
Gumby, damn it.
But okay, so Eddie Murphy made this big return to Saturday Night Live. So Bill Cosby's publicist, and it's, he took offense to Eddie Murphy making a monologue on Saturday about Bill Cosby. So Andrew Wyatt, that's his name. He shared his thoughts on Murphy's joke on.
Did you hear do you need me to reiterate the comment of what Eddie said? The
Yes,
comment they took- Basically, what he was saying is that, look, after 35 years, all of us remember growing up watching the Huxtables and stuff
Right,
like that. And Bill
right.
Cosby at the time was America's dad. He
Right.
said, it's interesting now that I'm America's dad.
Whose
Wow.
daddy is he?
Yeah, well,
My dad wasn't caught in a car with a transsexual, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, but I'm just
So he ain't
but-
my dad.
Well, look, and look, let's not get the game twisted here. Eddie Murphy had been involved in some salacious
But
rumors of
that's it,
himself.
yeah.
He has been involved in them.
He been doing some deviant sexual
Some
behavior.
some
I
deviant
love when
behavior.
you say
But
that.
but the man has 10 children.
Yeah, he does have 10
That
children.
man, look, that boy been bam. And Nicole Murphy, boy, that
And 3
boy,
baby
woo,
mamas.
Boy, that boy.
It might be more than 3, but I know he has at least.
Well, I
3
know
baby
he had
mamas.
Mel B. He had Nicole
Nicole.
Murphy, and they got like 5.
Yeah,
He's got an African village.
yeah, he does a football team.
Yeah,
Well, he
got,
needs
yeah,
one more.
Bailey. He pretty much Bailey
Yeah,
got
he need one
he
more.
got one side of a football
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
So my thing about it is, and we're not going to sit around and say Eddie hasn't. Eddie has been. There've been rumors floating around with him going back to right after he got big on the scene when he got into movies. I mean, Beverly Hills Cop. Then the rumors started coming out around
48
87.
hours.
Yeah, 48 hours.
Yeah.
And we're not going to say he hasn't, but at the end of the day, and listen, Bill Cosby has done a lot of great stuff for in our community. He's made a lot of donations to Spelman College. He's done a lot of donations to the HBCUs. He's done a lot. But unfortunately, what he's going to ever be remembered by, unfortunately, in his legacy is what he's in there now. What he's in prison for now.
Okay, so the thing is, Bill wasn't the person who said it. And, it was a comedian on Facebook that was saying he's a publicist. He speaks for Bill. No, this man was speaking for himself. He just happens to be Bill Cosby's publicist. So everybody is associating
Well, here's
it.
the thing. That happened, almost a week ago, right?
Right.
Don't you think he should have fired his publicist if he didn't think that way?
How do we know he didn't fire his publicist? I haven't followed up. Has he fired his publicist?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Or he should have put out saying that my publicist doesn't speak for me. I'm pretty sure that when that came out, somebody in the media came to him and said, "Did you hear what your publicist put out there?" Even though he's in prison, somebody in the media came to him and said, asked him
here's
that.
the thing. What if he agrees with it?
That's my point.
So you don't think he should agree with it?
Well, my thing is, what did he agree with? Let's go and take the context of what his publicist said.
Okay, so this is what his publicist said. He said it is sad that Mr. Murphy would take this glorious moment of returning to SNL and make disparaging remarks against Mr. Cosby. One would think that Mr. Murphy was given his freedom to leave the plantation so that he could make his
Marty.
own decisions. But he decided to sell himself back to being a Hollywood slave.
A slave?
Stepping, fetching it, plus cooning
ouch.
equals the destruction of black men in Hollywood. Remember, Mr. Murphy, that Bill Cosby became legendary because he used comedy to humanize all races, religions, and genders. But your attacking Mr. Cosby helps you embark on just becoming clickbait. So Wyatt claimed that Cosby broke color barriers, thus paving a path for comedians like Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart. Cosby publicist said he hoped Mr. Murphy would be amenable to having a meeting of the minds conversation to discuss ways in which their collective platforms could be used to enhance black people rather than bringing all of us down together. So, yeah.
Do you think that's what Eddie did when he was saying that? Because I didn't see him say anything personally about Mr. Cosby.
Like Scully says, he says part of comedy is throwing shade or being petty. It's funny, it's a joke, and it's partly true. Exactly, I agree with you 100%, Scully. I do. I didn't take offense to it. The thing is, what that Cosby's publicist has to understand is that even if Bill Cosby did break down some of those barriers and he did this and he did that, Bill Cosby has still said some offensive things to other black people, especially young
and that's
generation.
where we want to go.
And
because Bill Cosby got on his high horse. For
right.
those of us that don't remember, 15 years ago, Crown got on his high horse 15 years ago, trying to come up. Remember, he did that knocking black people tour.
Right. Right.
Remember, he got on that knocking black folks tour. Remember that?
Right. Right. So the thing is, some of the respect that he feels like Bill Cosby should have, everybody doesn't feel that respect towards him. He has to remember that Eddie Murphy has crossed generations. Not to say Bill Cosby has not, but Eddie Murphy has really crossed generations. I mean, our kids and our grandkids, or some people grandkids, because my grandkid is only 10 months, know who Eddie Murphy is just simply from Dr. Dolittle and
he's a
Daddy's
generational.
Daycare
He's a generation.
and all that stuff.
And don't get me wrong, Bill Cosby is too. Bill Cosby is a generational comedian.
Bill Cosby is a generational comedian, but the kids nowadays can't relate to Bill Cosby.
Right, because his heyday stopped in the early 90s when the end of the Cosby Show.
Right. So they can't relate to him, but they can relate to Eddie Murphy. And even if I know my kids have seen Raw and Delirious because that's stuff that I watched. So unfortunately,
and Raw is still good.
Yes. So the kids can go back and watch Raw and they still laugh and they get kicks out of it. The kids watch Bill Cosby and they like, huh?
Well, now I did like Bill Cosby himself. That was good. That was his better one, but he did that like 82, 83.
Right. So they can't relate
himself.
to it.
Yeah, that was probably his best stand-up comedy. And you got to remember, Bill Cosby's more of a comedian than he's a stand-up comic too. So it's like Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy, he was terrible at stand-up, but he was great at comedic genius. He could write. He could write comedy shows and he could do
I
that.
saw Charlie Murphy right before he died, and he was awesome when I saw him.
Well, he might have revamped, because I know one time they had it like right after the Rick James skit. When he really came into his own, he was trying to do stand up, and he wasn't doing that good.
Right.
But
His
anybody will
stage
tell you
presence.
most of Eddie Murphy's material came from Charlie Murphy, his older brother.
Right.
Wrote his material in his movies. So Charlie Murphy is, he was his own comedic genius in his own right. But just because you're a comedic genius, sometimes it doesn't always translate to stand up.
Right. Everybody doesn't have that presence about themselves.
Right.
And that was the thing with
the clumps,
probably with Charlie Murphy. But dude was hilarious, but he was kind of that for himself, the things that he wrote from himself. It was kind of that dry comedy that you had to really catch, pay attention to it or whatever. Or you caught it after you left. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Okay, so it was things
kind of like David Chappelle. David Chappelle's gotten very somber in his comedy.
Yes, Dave Chappelle.
Compared to his young years. Years, he was just on fire.
Right. Now he's matured and
years of weed smoking. Yeah.
Right, and the things that he talks about
He's got more
he's
political.
more political. And you know
Right.
what? That's the issue with Chris Rock. That's why a lot of people don't like Chris Rock, because Chris Rock is very
But
political.
Chris Rock has always been good. I don't think
D.L.
I've
Hughley.
I
You
don't
know-
think I've ever seen Chris Rock really do a bad stand up.
You know, but people get mad at him because of the things he says. But I enjoy DL. I enjoy Chris Rock. I enjoy Charlie Murphy.
I even
you
like
know,
Cat Williams.
Man, let me tell you, Cat Williams, yes. I would like to just sit down and listen to him just act a fool, because he just one of those matter of fact people. You know, but that's how Rennie is. You'll talk to him, you're like, where the hell did that come from? You know, so yeah. I like funny people though. So yeah,
Now Kevin Hart. Now of course people.
I don't like Kevin Hart
You don't like Kevin Hart?
at all. He's annoying.
He's annoying.
He's annoying.
So you think he's shining a little bit?
He's
Does
like,
he sambo a little bit in his comedy routine?
he just
No.
don't do it for me.
He don't do it?
No.
He don't do it. He's
No.
short. That's why.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
that
I
ain't
think
got
he's
nothing to do
short.
with it. He just don't do it for
No,
me.
you like your white fudge, nice and tall and stuff
What are
like
you-
you
what
did
are you
in
trying to
Memphis.
say?
Yeah, that's
What are you trying to say?
That's what I'm saying. You like your.
What
She
what
like
is
her- you like
what
her
is
white
white
fudge.
fudge? What is white fudge?
That light skinned chocolate.
You know what? I don't even like you right now. I don't even like you right now. See,
You like that light skinned
You know
chocolate right there.
whatever.
Bang.
Yeah, but I'm not a. I've never been a Kevin Hart fan,
Mm-hmm.
but I've seen quite a few stand-up comedians. I did see Bernie Mac, and
Right.
I've seen Steve Harvey. I've seen all those comedians. But a comedian that I really, really liked, and he
But
is
like-
not black, but
Right.
I saw him.
What's that?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams was
Dude
very good.
was
Now
so
he was-
funny,
he
and
was-
he
he
was
was funny.
real. He
Right.
was real,
Right.
and the things that he would joke about himself
Yeah.
would be things that most people would be embarrassed about, but he turned it into humor. He was good.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Well, you have very few people like when we talk about comedy, when we talk about white comedians, there are very few white comedians that can really hit it like the brothers can. George Carlin was one. He
Right.
could when he was alive. Actually, if I've never know if you've heard of him or seen him, but I've seen him on HBO. Louis Black is great too.
No, I haven't seen
Oh
him.
man, he's good.
So I need to check him out.
Yeah, you need to check out Louis Black. Louis Black is good too. So so his publicist comes out, he puts this out, and then he calls him basically a Majimbo.
Yeah.
And how did you feel about that? Do you see? This is the problem when I talk about again black businesses not supporting black businesses, is that you got black people we want to tear each other down now because you're saying that what he did was being a slave.
He called him a coon. He said he was a slave to Hollywood.
We're gonna take us a break. I think I just got a call in for somebody.
You got a call? I put the number.
Yeah, did you put
We
it
got a
on?
call.
Did we get a call, JC? Uh-huh. Yeah, we're gonna call. Yeah, can you call him back? You got the number on there? What? Huh? Yep. You gonna call them? Yeah, call them.
Yeah, but
Now he wanted black people. Huh? You trying to reach him again? Okay, hold on, folks. I think we got a call in today. Hello, Devil's Advocate Radio, part of the Devil's Advocate Mortuary. You stab 'em, we grab 'em. Hello? Sound like somebody washing dishes. Hello?
That wasn't no bitch. I feel a whole lot better though.
What's going on, Stanley? How you doing?
A whole lot. I feel like 7 pounds lighter, man. That was a little Christmas groceries I was getting rid of.
Well, make sure you use your baby wipes.
the
I got
moist
some on the
ones,
stove warming up.
not the
Ain't ready
old
yet.
ones. The moist ones,
She said you gotta use the moist ones, bro.
not the old ones that you left the top open on.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you what you do. If you can't afford baby wipes, you just soak you some tissue and some hand sanitizer and do the same thing.
That seems like it's gonna burn your booty.
Okay.
Stanley, that's gonna
Is what?
your booty's gonna be chafed.
You're going to be chafe, is what you're going to be.
Tell all the folks listening to try it one time to see if they don't feel a whole clean.
Ain't nobody
and stuff like
trying that. Y'all don't try this at home. Don't try this at home.
Right.
Mhm. Didn't get the mud stains out the drawers.
You shouldn't even have those in your drawers.
Re-
Stanley. So
Yes, ma'am.
how you feel about Bill Cosby's
yeah, Bill
publicist?
Cosby. Well, first of all, did you have a great Christmas? That's what we need to know. Did you have a great Christmas this
We
year?
was looking for you at the BHHS
Yeah, we were looking
party.
for you
We
at the
didn't see you.
BHHS party,
What
yep.
happened, Stanley?
My side chick didn't buy me no plane tickets.
See, gotta do better,
And he
bro.
said plane tickets.
Yeah, tickets
With the S.
The S.
Ah,
That's
you
going
Well, I
and
had to
coming.
get back. I couldn't just
Thank
come
you.
there and be stuck.
That's
Right.
one ticket.
That's going and coming.
That's a round trip ticket. That's one ticket.
Oh, I thought tickets was plural.
Yeah, plural.
No, round trip ticket.
Round trip
Oh,
ticket.
okay.
Or a
Noted.
round trip. You had to put a conjunction in there. Say, hey,
okay.
a round trip ticket or round trip tickets.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go. I think that was black folks' language.
Oh, okay.
But did you have you had a
So
great
yeah, my Christmas was good. I actually had got some wrapping paper, some boxes, and some tape. I had a great day.
Were there no gifts in the boxes there, Stanley?
Oh no, when you got kids, you don't get no gifts.
I know
You
that's
sure
real.
don't. You don't.
Pair of slipper socks and everybody got their name on them.
Well, even the kids that ain't mine, they wouldn't give me no gifts. That's a shame.
That's a shame, isn't it?
So did you cry a little bit, Stanley?
No, I didn't cry. I kind of just drank my Christmas away. It was all right.
What were you drinking?
I had a gluten-free diabetic soda.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free
Diabetic soda. That's what he said.
Yeah, let me tell you what you do. See, you go buy that expensive bubbly water that's like $8 for an 8-pack.
Right,
It ain't got no sugar, no carbs, no calories.
right.
Then you put you a pack of that Crystal Light in there. It's a diabetic gluten-free soda. It's good for you.
So ultimately, you had some Kool-Aid.
Basically.
It's like bubbly Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's like
without the
Kool-Aid and
side
Sprite.
effects.
Yeah, it's like Kool-Aid and Sprite mixed together.
So I told
Right, but you ain't got to prick your finger and see if your sugar high when you get through it. It's a blessing.
Oh, okay.
It's gluten-free diabetic soda. That's what he's right on point with that.
And I want to give a quick shout out to all the women that don't wear drawers to watch night service. They can distract the pastor. Y'all going to hell.
Stanley.
Look at Jackson.
Stanley. How you know they ain't got on drawers?
Thank you.
Cause I sit by the pastor. I was looking too.
You was looking too. So
Pastor
you was being
Wilson.
nasty.
Yeah.
You was Pastor Wilson.
Yeah, they just nasty. Now Pastor Wilson ain't got nothing on me. He don't know how to look up.
He said he
You
wouldn't
could
look
not
up.
go to the valley with your eyes closed. That's how you get blinded.
Boy, stupid. So talk to us, but today we were talking about what happened, during the BHH party. There was Saturday Night Live 35th year reunion. Of course, your boy Eddie was on there. He did a great job. Everybody was glad to see him back. I think that's one of the highest rated
It
that
was.
they ever
That's
did.
what they said.
And supposedly they quote that he took a swipe at Bill Cosby, and Bill Cosby's publicist came back talking about he's a step and fetch it Negro.
He's cooning.
Yeah, he
That's
was
what
Oh,
cooning.
so you want my response to that?
Yes.
Oh, in my buckwheat voice, stop Bill Cosby.
So you think that
I hope Bill Cosby drops the soap on a weekly basis in jail.
They probably, you know what? They probably treat him good in jail. He's probably not
He
experienced.
needs he needs some penal protein is what he needs.
boy, look at this.
You are at a 10. We need you at a 2.
Hold on, I got something that's really gonna like your boy JC up here. I think he
Oh, JC, I'm sorry, it wasn't me. It was an F on the shelf.
I think he's still good. Nova, I think he's still recovering from Sunday's game. You know what I mean?
Oh, poor JC, that 79 record. Poor baby, this is hard. This is hard.
Stanley, you know JC been
Look,
cutting
look-
folks'
look
mics
on the
off.
He will
today.
cut your-
He will cut
Seven-
your.
It's 7 and 8.
The what you got ain't gonna do nothing.
It's 7 and 8. Is
Look
what
at
it
him. He
is.
gonna clarify that for you at 7 and 8.
He
How
set
dare
up
you
on
say-
that one. He set
They
up
feel
on
trusted.
that
They
one.
done.
He said, "How dare you say they 7 and 9? They 7 and
Right.
8."
And then he pulled out the cup and took a sip. He pulled out his Cowboys
It
cup
must
and
be some
took
yak.
a
It
sip.
must be some yak in there.
What's in there? What's in there?
Well,
What you got? A little whiskey?
His problem is his owner been sipping all year long. We can't keep quiet during the interview.
Man, hold on. Was the most priceless picture of the year when
When he got
Jerry
up and
Jones
walked
got up and walked up out of
Yes,
there?
Yes.
Oh my God!
So my thing is, why don't he make changes? Why don't he make some changes if they're not doing?
Is this a sports show? What are y'all doing?
Okay, so we so going back to Bill Cosby.
Go back
winning teams last year to losing team this year. That's all changes need to make.
Go back to Bill Cosby.
You don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke, Stanley. You don't want it, but okay. Oh, okay, back to Bill.
I love it, man. I love it.
Don't we all?
So
But you know what bothers me though?
What's that?
What bothers me is if folks keep telling kids don't believe in Santa, don't believe in the Easter Bunny, don't believe in the Tooth
Here
Fairy,
it comes.
but they still believe in the Dallas Cowboys.
His hand on the
hand
hang up
is-
button. His hand is on the hang up button.
bruh.
So did you teach your kids about Santa Claus or your son about Santa Claus? I didn't either.
Yeah, I told my kids that whenever time they wake up on Christmas, it's gonna be time they wake up the whole break. They got up at 2:00.
Yep.
Man, I got in trouble in the first grade because I told all the kids that they were dumb for believing in Santa Claus because their mama and daddy was Santa
So
Claus.
you was up here fighting in grade school.
So my
Right.
first
And
grade
then just
teacher.
think, we was in the first grade was the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl.
He said it's time to go.
Stanley, you gonna get us put
You
out.
gonna get us put out.
How you gonna get
Ain't
us
gonna be
put
no
out?
2020 with Devil
Last time of the year, so I
Right.
got to show my true colors.
Ooh. But okay, and on that, today is the second day of Kwanzaa. For those of you guys that we always want to make sure we
What's
say,
the-
I say happy holidays now because you do know that there are like 14 different holidays that fall
Right.
around the time of Christmas. So
Right.
I think it would be disingenuous to say, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and not say Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is, of course, is the holiday of our ancestors. And I'm trying to remember which day today is. Ujama. I can't even pronounce it.
Ujoma.
Ujama. There you go. Thank you.
That word.
I used to date a girl who had a similar name. I couldn't pronounce her name. Me, I just called her Ooh.
Yep, that's what it is, and we gotta you gotta remember that for the woke Negroes, yep, they're gonna be mad because of course we're celebrating paganism and this, that, and the other, and people
That's
forget
some
the
same
season.
folks that bought Colin Kaepernick shoes in 2 minutes.
Thank you. It'd be the same
But they
woke
woke
Negroes,
up.
but they buying J's. They be in the line for J's.
My thing is, do what you want. Don't complain about what anybody else is doing when you're doing what you want to do. So if you want to celebrate Kwanzaa, you want to celebrate Hanukkah, you want to celebrate Christmas, whatever it is, celebrate it, whatever way
celebrate
that you
it.
want to. Because I'm not.
And you
gonna
don't
knock
have to
it.
pick. And you don't have to pick. You can celebrate them both.
Yes.
I mean, what's wrong with people?
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, I want to send a quick shout out though, right quick.
Go ahead.
Gosh.
I want to send a quick shout out to the girl that took me to see Star Wars. She ain't had no legs. She kept falling through the seats.
Wait a minute, did you go see it? It came out during the
I
holiday.
did, and when we got back from the movies, I let the force be with her.
Oh my goodness. See, he was doing BHHS type
Yes, he
stuff.
was.
Well, no, well, she ain't had no legs, so I told her to put her hands out, and we just play helicopter, come on down.
Hold on, here go Taz. She said the woke Negroes still show up for every holiday dinner. You sure right. They be woke, but still be sure eat the hell out that ham, won't they?
I don't need
They
him.
will.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like she was on the side of the bed, and she kept falling. I just had to keep standing up so she couldn't. Never mind. It's a
Yeah, see,
Christian
that's
radio.
what I'm saying. We talk about your carnal pleasures on Christian radio, black man.
But listen though, it was kind of cool watching her use the bathroom because she could like stand up on one
You know
arm
what?
and clean herself.
This is your friend. This is your
Stanley.
I gotta go because JC
Stanley.
got his finger on the button. I
Yes,
do wanna tell
yes, he
y'all
done
one last
folded his
thing.
arms and everything.
Yep.
You at a 10, we need you at a 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just say one last thing.
One last thing. What is it?
If your pastor preach on New Year's Eve and don't have notes, it's the same somebody gave y'all last year. Stay woke.
Well, get off. I can't even tell him to get off my phone. Boy, that's your friend. That's your
don't know.
friend.
Stanley don't know
That's
how to
your
act.
friend.
Stanley don't. But Stanley didn't show up for the party, so
Mm-hmm.
Stanley, you ain't getting an invitation next year because you ain't show up this year.
No, I give him 3.
You give him no, don't
Then
give.
everybody want to talk crazy because then they get mad because why you invite me? Shoot. I ain't
So
got
did
enough
you
food to
check-
feed all
So
you
did you
Negroes.
check to make sure that all your stuff was still at your house?
Yeah. Why? So what you trying to say? You got some Yeah, I know what's missing. Some Crown's vanilla is missing.
That
That's
is
his-
not
that's
what
his
I'm
show
saying.
is
I'm
missing.
talking about that text you sent me.
You know what? I'm not doing this today with you, Nikia. That is ooh. That really? You just did that.
You started it. Okay, that's my last pettiness.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, it is
That's
not.
my
No, no, no. You know what? I'm just done. I am, boy,
Okay.
look.
You know what? See, this I can't with you today because see you rubbing off on me. You got me acting up.
This no, stuff ain't.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Yeah, now it made me want to go look now. See, you just,
I'm just asking. Was everybody in the same room at the same time? Keep your hands in your pocket. Don't take your hands out your pocket. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm asking.
I'm not fooling
asking.
with you.
I'm asking questions.
Just asking questions because
I'm
you're a
just asking.
concerned citizen, huh?
I'm your friend.
Yeah.
Friend
Crown.
to the
Yo, you
end.
sure is.
Keep on-
Mhm.
Say crown one more time. Say it one more time.
Crown. Now,
Whiskey
uh,
on ice. Now.
you didn't have that, did you? Did you bring that up there? Hey, Lisa, how you doing,
I
hon?
did have whiskey. I had whiskey.
You had whiskey.
Yes, I had whiskey.
Jesse, who broke this chair over here I'm sitting on? I'm just saying, there's a lot of lard in that had to break this chair, did it?
You so.
I'm thinking about particularly why broke this
you
chair.
so.
I'm trying to get all my pettiness out before 2020.
So in 2020, we're going into 2020 with better attitudes. We're gonna lack the pettiness, right?
No. Okay, we won't be so obviously petty. How about that? Oh my gosh. I mean, if we don't be petty, they're never gonna learn. They won't learn. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I can count on you to continue the pettiness in 2020. Right?
I am not going to be petty.
You're not gonna. So that means you're not gonna do no BHHS stuff.
I haven't done BHHS stuff.
You've been doing stuff all 2019.
No, I
BHS.
haven't. I
Mhm.
haven't done BHHS stuff since like July.
Since last night.
No, since July.
Okay, well tell that.
I've
lie
been
to somebody
good.
else and then,
I haven't. I have not done any
Okay, all right,
BHHS stuff since July.
Okay. So for those of y'all, but just to wrap this up because we want to talk about this and the Eddie Murphy and Bill Cosby. So that's going to conclude it because it was really something that shouldn't have had. It shouldn't have never went down.
Right. I think that now that was petty, and I think that the publicist probably just wanted to get in the news, bring attention to
Right.
himself, or something to that effect. So sometimes you just. If you don't give it any oxygen,
Do
the
we
fire
think-
won't burn.
Right.
So sometimes you don't feed stuff. You don't
Right.
give it no oxygen.
Okay. Well, yeah, I thought that was ridiculous. And again, that's black people shooting down black people.
Right.
I hope we're going to learn something because in 11 months or thereabouts, we got an election coming up, and black people going to learn to come together and stop
Right.
raccooning
Right.
this year. Now, them the slave Negroes right there.
Right.
So we out,
Yep.
folks. This is our last show of 2019.
We will see you in
guys in
2020.
And, thank you. Bye-bye, folks. We're out.